Well, how about if I start with how much the staff and the volunteers are appreciated? I think volunteers that give hospice the gift of their time is truly amazing, and we are so thankful for all of the volunteers and all the staff too, because we couldn't do it without any one of them.
I think it's really important to acknowledge our staff. Our staff at Hospice Georgian Triangle have been through a tremendous time with COVID, and the quality, the professionalism, the dignity and the care that they give to each and every person they come in contact to.
It takes a special person to want to work in this kind of environment. And I think the nurses and the professional healthcare, frontline healthcare workers have always had a passion and always wanted to go into this area of work. And you see them come and find their role, and they just excel.
To watch and to learn from my coworkers and how they have brought themselves to this area as well. Everybody has their own reason for it, but the one unifying factor is the fact that they are all compassionate people, all very caring people. And watching that every day, being able to observe them, it's pretty special.
We have a team that finds the light in things. So coming to work is actually quite joyous. We enjoy it. We have a good team of both staff and volunteers that all interact. If you are in the hallway ever passing by when we're having a group, you'll hear roaring laughter, which you would not think it was a grief group, but that's just the way it rolls, and people are able to pull that positivity and light even in the darkest of times.
My most favorite place in Campbell House is a very unassuming place. It's a small hallway. This little hallway is where people exit Campbell House for the final time. It's a profound moment. I think it gives the clinical staff a chance to say goodbye, because they really care for these people deeply, and it's emotional for them.
During the last, when they were brought out to and the funeral home was picking her up, and you have that last procession out, and they put the music on, and everybody walks out with them. There was a bunch of staff members that came that weren't on shift then. For that was a big thing. It felt a lot to that they cared enough to come and do that, and some of them came to her celebration of life, and they came up to me and stuff. That was like, you know, it's not just a patient. Like, they feel a lot for these people, and I'm sure that's hard for them. Like, I'm sure that these things day in and day out are hard for them, but I hope, and I'm sure they do, because the way that they probably are able to cope and do these things, that they're doing such an amazing service and care that is so needed and so important for somebody's life.
So as board members, we have staff come to every meeting and talk about what they do. And I mean, things that have touched me is one time they arranged a wedding for a family member. Those little moments of joy at the end of life are so important, and the staff and volunteers go out of their way to make that happen.
I would say I am so grateful for our volunteers. They come with such dedication and commitment to what they bring as themselves into the hospice family.
The staff know what they're coming into, and the volunteers know, and they're willing to walk it. I always say, like, you can come to hospice and there could be tears, and then there could be laughter, and then it's life. Life happens here. Love happens here, and life happens here every single day.
So I think what's really important to realize that we as a board of the foundation are very fortunate to have the support we have from the communities that we work and live in. The community support, both on a volunteer level as well as in donors, is amazing. And we know that every gift makes a difference, whether it's a gift of time or a gift of money. And it's all of these things together that have an impact on someone's life. And it doesn't get better than that, making a difference.
Thank you to all the staff at Hospice Georgian Triangle, from the support staff for after somebody passes, for all the counselors, to all the volunteers and all the medical staff, the nurses, for everything that you do. It's hugely important.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me be part of your family. It's so appreciative, and I can't say enough about the hospice.
I want to thank you because when my mother died last year, I received grief and bereavement counseling, and it made a huge difference to me.
I'd like to give a special thanks to Trish Ron, the Executive Director of Hospice Georgian Triangle. It's because of you that Campbell House and programs in our community are so exceptional. We're very grateful, and it's because of you that my job is easy.
Everyone that is associated with Hospice Georgian Triangle, from the donors to the staff, to the volunteers, to the foundation staff, everybody comes with their caring heart. I'm grateful for everyone because they actually are breathing life into the mission of this organization, and they're spreading that across the community. So how do you say thank you for that? Because it's all the little details every single day, and I'm grateful for that.